This was the heartbreaking moment the judge sentenced Mrs. Mariam Sanda to death by hanging for killing her husband.
Accordingly, I hereby sentence Mariam Sanda until she dies. This I have done, believing that
This case was one of the most televised or followed-up cases in Nigeria, particularly because the victim was the nephew of a high-profile person in the country. At the same time, the suspect also had a powerful and well-connected mother. It all started on the night of November 18, 2017, when one Ibrahim Mohammed visited his friend Biliaminu Bello and his wife Mariam Sanda at their residence in Maitama, Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria. While there, Ibrahim and Biliaminu spent time in the sitting room, watching TV and smoking shisha. Some minutes later, Mariam came downstairs to call her husband, Biliaminu, to join her upstairs, which he did. A few minutes later, Ibrahim, who was still downstairs, began to hear some noises upstairs, but he didn't make a big deal out of it. The noise and commotion went on for quite a while, until Mariam sent someone to come and call Ibrahim downstairs. When Ibrahim went up to see what was going on, to his greatest surprise, he saw the couple holding each other's clothes on the neck as they dragged and quarreled. Ibrahim, who was both shocked and confused by what he witnessed, told the couple to stop the fight and then asked Mariam what was going on. Mariam then asked him to tell his friend Biliaminu to divorce her right away. This came as yet another surprise to Ibrahim, but this was just the beginning of the drama, which would later end in a life-changing tragedy. Ibrahim pleaded with Mariam to let go of her husband and to exercise patience so that they could sort things out, but Mariam replied that she was not going anywhere until Biliaminu divorced her. When Mariam finally let go of her husband, she reportedly picked up a bottle by the side of the door and then broke it on the wall. She went straight towards her husband and attempted to use it on him, but Ibrahim quickly intervened by holding her hands, which allowed Biliaminu to go from behind and collect the broken bottle from her. After collecting the broken bottle, Biliaminu went downstairs to dispose of it, while Ibrahim closed the door and tried to talk Mariam into stopping the fight with her husband. Unfortunately, Mariam turned deaf ears to all pleas and then vowed that she wouldn't stop until Biliaminu divorced her that night. She went on to threaten that it was either he divorced her or she would cut off his manhood. As Ibrahim continued to plead with her, Biliaminu entered the room once again and Mariam immediately followed him, insisting that he must divorce her that night. Biliaminu was said to have kept quiet throughout the whole commotion and provocations. Now, seeing that her husband was ignoring her, Mariam got more upset. She picked up a perfume bottle and then broke it on the table. She approached Biliaminu once again to use it on him, but he held her hand and then collected the bottle from her. The couple reportedly began hitting each other until Biliaminu pushed her on the bed and then went downstairs, but Mariam immediately followed him. While Biliaminu was still sitting in the living room, Mariam entered the kitchen and took a knife. She approached her husband once again, but Ibrahim took the knife from her. She then proceeded to carry a table knife, which Ibrahim also collected from her. It was said that Mariam attempted to pick a knife about 3 or 4 times that night. Biliaminu was reported to have suffered minor cuts and injuries while trying to disarm his wife. He was said to have also had his finger bitten by his wife during the fight. Now, due to the violent nature of the quarrel between the couple and how unrelenting Mariam was, Ibrahim had to call Biliaminu's uncle and cousin to come and see if they could restore peace. When the uncle arrived, he spoke to the couple and urged them to let go of their grievances, at least for the night, to which they both agreed. After calm was restored, Bilyaminu and Ibrahim went to the pharmacy to get his injuries treated, after which they went to an ATM to withdraw money for the repair of Mariam's car. The two returned around 11 p.m. and by that time, there was calmness in the house. Ibrahim and the uncle stayed for a while before deciding to leave the couple's residence around 1 a.m. that night. Bilyaminu, who escorted the two visitors to see them off, told them that he did not want to return to the house until Mariam was asleep. Ibrahim got home that night, but some hours later, he received a call from Bilyaminu's brother asking him to come to Maitama Hospital that his friend Bilyaminu was dead. Ibrahim rushed down to the hospital where he saw his friend lying on a bed with a stab wound on his chest, shoulder and thigh, and also bite wounds on his stomach. Both families of the couple were present at the hospital,